He was supposed to be strapped to his hospital bed, but because he wasn't, he got up, fell, hit his head, suffered a massive subdural hematoma, lapsed into a coma, and died 3 weeks later. You want to learn what happened in this crazy story? Come join me as I share with you this remarkable information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law in the state of New York. Here's a gentleman who was diagnosed with lung cancer, and now he was having some delirium issues. He's in the hospital and being worked up for this problem. The doctors recognize that he is a risk to himself, and now they order the staff to physically restrain him to the bed. They want his wrists restrained to the bed. They want his legs restrained. Why? So he doesn't get up on his own to go walk around, and they don't want him getting up to go to the bathroom by himself because he is a significant fall risk. Now, what do you think happens? He winds up going for a CAT scan one day, and then after coming back from the CAT scan, he's assigned to a different room. So now one of the technicians, together with the nurse, now tuck the patient into his new room. They say goodnight to him, and now, a few hours later, the adult daughter, gets a phone call from one of the nurses at the hospital. I just want to let you know your dad fell out of bed and hit his head. You may want to come by. She said, "What do you mean he fell out of bed? He was supposed to be physically restrained. How is it possible my dad could get up from his bed and suffer an injury to his head?" Well, nobody in the hospital had any answers whatsoever for the adult daughter. It wasn't until we actually started a lawsuit, and now during the discovery phase, when I had an opportunity to question the different witnesses in the hospital, did I truly learn what exactly happened. It turns out that to take the patient to the CAT scan room, they had to undo the straps, the restraining straps, put him onto a gurney, and then take him down to the CAT scan room. After the CAT scan, they were going to bring him back to his new room. But what the technician and the nurse failed to do is that they failed to restrain him in his new room. So literally, they just tucked him in at night and said goodbye. And what do you think happened? He got up to go to the bathroom, and since he was not restrained, and since he was still in this delirious state, he tripped, he fell, hit his head, suffering this massive subdural hematoma that caused him to lapse into a coma and ultimately die. The sad thing about this is that this was entirely preventable. But it wasn't until we got down to the nitty-gritty where I'm questioning the technician, where I'm questioning the nurse, did I truly learn what the protocol was? Did I truly learn what the procedures were? Did I truly learn what the orders were and what their sequence of events were that caused this gentleman to not be restrained, so the hospital violated the standards of care that caused this gentleman's death? So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you to give you an insight and an understanding to what goes on in a case like this involving medical malpractice, involving a hospital and the staff at the hospital. You know, I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207. or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.